Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Sister Wives. The hardest button to button. How Meri went from Brown family misfit to glamour girl. Her glam makeover in pictures. For years in the Brown family, Sister Wives star Meri Brown felt like the hardest button to button. Now, everything's different. The newly glamorous Meri is coming out of her shell with a vengeance. She's showing all the fierce life force that Jack White had when he recorded the iconic White Stripes rock anthem, The Hardest Button to Button. Jack's known for his attack. He's totally unafraid as a musician. He always gives 100%. Every song is a priceless gem. Every performance is high art. Now, Meri's embodying his spirit as she moves on after her split from Kody Brown. He could have been describing Meri back in her Charlie Brown phase, where she seemed to feel like a loser. To get the general idea, picture the cartoon character standing in the outfield and letting a baseball drop to the ground instead of catching it. Kody Brown made Meri feel small, but that part of her life is over. Meri glows in a color that Jack adores. This bold yellow is one of his signature shades, and it's perfect for Meri, adding a gorgeous glow to her golden complexion. Jack's into style. He's basically a world builder. He writes the songs that rock the world and presents himself and his artistic efforts with so much uniqueness and sophistication. His universe is a fun and creative place to dwell. Now Meri's following in his footsteps by wearing flattering fashion and bringing her vision for the perfect career to fruition. In the Brown family, Meri was a misfit. Yes, she was friends with Sister Wives Robin Brown, but her pal may not have had her best interests at heart. While they were hanging out, Robin secretly wanted monogamy. Back then, Meri wanted to make things work with Kody, so they were at cross purposes. Meri clashed with Cristin Brown, who accused her of treating him badly. Kody would never forgive her for a catfishing scandal that was born of loneliness. It was a rough road, but in her own quiet way, she persevered. She didn't throw tantrums. Meri wasn't overly rebellious. She tried to mend fences peacefully. However, Kody wasn't the right man for that. He's no diplomat. Kody is very selfish when it comes to how he acts with his non-Robin wives. In his mind, they're on a lower tier, but they don't need to believe that. It's never been true anyway. Now it's clear that Meri loves herself. She believes in what she can create. She values what makes her different. That is progress. When Jack hits his guitar strings, it's so easy to feel a sense of elation. It's loud, it's colossally heavy, and it's blues-inspired rock that sounds like nothing else on this earth. Listening to The Hardest Button to Button is like riding a roller coaster. Meri's channeling the same type of rock and roll excitement with her Big Apple outfit, as seen in the Instagram post above. She looks fabulous in a black ensemble that could double as stage clothes. While exploring New York City, Meri had some bona fide sex and the city energy. Yes, Meri's a gorgeous and sensual woman. She's not some sad sack that Kody rejected. It's his loss. Meri is now in charge of her life after a doomed polygamy experiment left everyone feeling miserable. The smile on her face says it all. Meri's free. The world is her oyster. Meri looks glorious in true scarlet. Jack loves this vibrant shade. The White Stripes are all about red and white. It's peppermint candy chic. He named his daughter Scarlet. In the post above, Meri talks about learning to trust myself. That is so important. If people can't trust their own judgment, then what do they have? Not much. The world can hurt them too much. Meri Brown, the once reluctant star of Sister Wives, has had a remarkable journey from feeling like the misfit in the Brown family to emerging as a glamorous, confident woman. Her transformation has been a subject of fascination for fans and critics alike, who have witnessed her evolution both on and off the screen. Meri's makeover is not just about physical change, but also about a profound personal journey that has reshaped her identity and her place within the family. This is the story of how Meri went from being the hardest button to the glittering star of her own show, illustrated through a series of stunning pictures capturing each step of her metamorphosis. ###, The early days, a struggle for belonging. In the early seasons of Sister Wives, Meri often felt like the odd one out. As Cody Brown's first wife, she faced unique challenges within their plural marriage. With the arrival of new wives and children, Meri's place within the family seemed increasingly uncertain. She struggled to find her voice and often felt overshadowed by the more dominant personalities of her sister wives. Photos from these early years show a woman who, despite her smiles, seemed weighed down by the burdens of her circumstances. Her fashion was modest, reflecting her conservative upbringing, with little indication of the glamorous woman she would become. #breaking free. The turning point. Meri's turning point began with her decision to step back from the family's traditional structure and pursue her own path. This was not an easy decision, but it was a necessary one for her personal growth. The first glimpse of Meri's new direction was seen in a photograph from a solo trip she took, where she looked noticeably more relaxed and happy. Her attire was casual yet stylish, a hint at the transformation to come. #finding her passion, LuLaRoe and beyond. One of the most significant catalysts for Meri's transformation was her involvement with LuLaRoe, a multi-level marketing company specializing in women's clothing. As she began to host online sales and fashion shows, Meri discovered a passion for style and self-expression. Pictures from this period show a marked change in her appearance. She began experimenting with bold patterns, vibrant colors, and fashionable accessories. Her confidence blossomed, and it was evident in every photo that she was beginning to find her true self. #A new chapter, the bed and breakfast venture. Another pivotal moment in Meri's journey was the opening of her bed and breakfast, Lizzie's Heritage Inn. This venture not only represented a new professional chapter, but also a personal one. Meri poured her heart into the inn, and it became a symbol of her independence and resilience. Photos of Meri at the inn show her in a new light, radiant, proud, and every bit the successful businesswoman. Her style during this period became more refined and elegant, mirroring her growing self-assurance. #The Glam Makeover, embracing her inner diva. Meri's ultimate transformation into a glamour girl reached its peak with her full-blown makeover. This was a deliberate and bold step, one that was carefully documented through a series of stunning photographs. The first of these pictures showcases Meri in a chic salon, her hair being styled into a sophisticated modern cut that perfectly frames her face. Her smile in this photo is one of pure joy and anticipation. Unveiling the new Meri, the big reveal. The big reveal came with a series of professional photo shoots that showcased Meri's new look. Gone were the modest, subdued outfits of the past. In their place were glamorous, figure-flattering dresses, bold makeup, and a confident demeanor that radiated from every shot. One particularly striking photo captures Meri in a sleek, black evening gown, her hair styled in soft waves, and her makeup highlighting her natural beauty. The background is simple, ensuring that all the focus is on Meri and her transformation. #A style icon. Inspiring others, Meri's transformation didn't just change her own life, it also inspired countless others. Fans began to see her as a style icon, someone who had successfully reinvented herself against the odds. Social media was flooded with messages of support and admiration, and Meri responded by sharing more of her journey. Pictures of her attending events, spending time with friends, and enjoying life became a regular feature, each one a testament to her newfound confidence and happiness. #.